Welcome to the second edition of India Defence Conclave. I am Arpit Gupta. I am joined by a very special guest, Mr. Rajesh Kumar Singh, Defence Secretary Designate, Ministry of Defence, Government of India. Sir, thank you for joining us.
Sure. Pleasure to be here today.
How has been your experience of participating in the second edition of India Defence Conclave, sir?
So it was a very well attended event with ambassadors from our friendly foreign countries and strategic partners from the three services and from the private sector and industry. Not only when I say the private sector, I include the public sector executives as well. India is on the path towards greater self-reliance when it comes to the defense sector in terms of our procurement. We want to transition out of from being a fairly significant global importer to one which increasingly fosters domestic industry through a combination of incentives, policy changes, as well as greater procurement to ensure that much of what we use to bolster our defense capabilities are actually produced in the country.
The figures are overwhelming that you spoke during your keynote address. Sir, I would also like to understand self-reliance. Atmanirbharta is one part. Another part is using digital technologies in the defense sector. So, what is your vision for Ministry of Defense?
I think the two wars that are going on right now underscore the requirement for of using technology, uh, real-time data collection and analytical capabilities, electronic warfare capabilities, AI, etc., in the battlefield. In Ukraine, in particular, we've seen cases where IT companies are directly embedded with battlefield units to provide the local commanders with the best access to information, visibility, data, pictures, etc. We have to adapt to that changing modes of warfare, and India has strong IT and digital capabilities. And I'm sure with the cooperation of both the public and the private sector, we can enhance our capabilities in that direction.
Sir, my last question, are you backing the collaboration between industry, government and academia for the better future in defense sector?
Absolutely. I mean, this government under Prime Minister Modi has always focused on a whole of government, and in the case of defense, it is actually a whole of society approach when it comes to is such an important strategic imperative that involves national defense. We need to, if you see when it comes to R&D, the bulk of the expenditure in the country is borne by the public sector. We need to get the private sector involved. We've opened the doors through FDI liberalization, through ease of doing business realization, relaxation to open the door to both private industry from within the country and from outside to come into India and invest in this sector. We hope they will take that opportunity because India has a fairly significant defense budget, which it will be spending over the next few years, at least 20 to 25 billion dollars per year over the next 10 years or so. Bulk of that money is going to go into local production, locally produced items, and that is an incentive that the private sector should accept and try to adapt to.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, for speaking with ET government. Stay tuned for more such updates from India Defense Conclave 2024. Thank you so much.